Okay, so today I'll be doing a modified Robert Jones bandage on a dog. I have the dog here and he's under anesthesia for a different procedure, but while he's under, I'm just going to go ahead and get this done while they're reviewing stuff for him. So Matt is behind me. He's going to apply restraint on the leg for me, and then Dr. Autumn is behind him doing proper monitoring for the anesthesia procedure. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my materials I have. So I have my cast padding here that I'll use, and I have my stretch gauze bandage that I'll use over that. Then I have a tongue depressor that I'm going to use when I put my tape stirrups on, so that way they don't stick to each other when I put them on. And then I have my vet wrap that I'm going to use at the end. So Matt's going to go ahead and restrain the leg a little bit for me so I can get started. So I'm going to start by doing the tape stirrups. These are important so that way whenever we're finished with the bandage, I'll put them on before I put the cast padding on. But I'll put the tape stirrups on now, but I'll wrap them around to the bandage before I put the vet wrap on there, just so it's more secure. And I want about 5 inches hanging off of the foot and go on each side. I stick either side of the tape to the tongue depressor just so whenever I use it, it's not going to stick to itself after I'm finished wrapping the cast padding. Okay. So now I can start with my cast padding. I want to start at the bottom of the foot and go up so that way I'm not, if I started at the top, I would push and cause swelling and edema at the bottom of the foot. And when I start, I want to make sure that I leave the toes exposed so I can check for swelling and any heat from there to make sure my bandage isn't too tight or causing a problem, cut off the circulation. Whenever I'm wrapping, I'm going to overlap by a half just to make sure that I'm covering the whole limb. And I'm not applying a lot of pressure because the cast padding is really just for support and for a little bit of pressure. And that's helping me stabilize the leg. I'm going to go a little bit above the elbow joint. And I'm going to start coming back down and once again overlapping about halfway over each time. Making sure my toes are exposed down here. Yep. Alright, at this point I'm going to start doing the stretch bandage. Once again, starting from the bottom and going up. One full wrap down here, and I'm going to pull a little bit just to apply a little bit of pressure, because that helps the cast padding support the leg. More stretch bandage. I'm just going to go back down the leg. This is a very big dog, so this is a big leg. Lots of material needs to be used. Matt's still supporting the leg for me. There's scissors. Grabbing some bandage scissors. Apply a little piece of tape to this just to keep it in position. And at this point, this is when I'm going to use my stirrups to hold the bandage in place. So I just pull them off the tongue depressor. I'm going to turn them around and then tape on the side of the bandage. And once again, like I said, these stirrups are helping to keep the bandage from sliding right off the leg. So that's the point of these. Still got my toes exposed, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my vet wrap. With this, I'm just going to unravel it a little bit and then re-roll it just so it's already loose for me before I start wrapping the leg. Bottom, and I'm going to go up once again. And I want to make sure that this isn't on the skin and that the cast padding is actually sticking out a little, because this could actually cause a cut if I put it too tight to the skin. And once again, overlapping about halfway. Just applying minimal pressure. And I want to make sure, a lot of times, the reason why they have this pattern on the vet wrap is to make sure that you're not stretching the bandage too far. So these paw prints shouldn't be stretched out too far. Up above the elbow. I'm going to go back down the leg like I did before. I'm checking on the inside to make sure my vet wrap is not touching on the inside of the elbow, and the cast padding is above the vet wrap. Made it to the bottom of the foot again. I'm going to go ahead and rip this. This will stick right to itself. Okay, so everything looks good. Still has a little bit of give to it, not too tight, but is applying compression to the leg. You can see the toes down here are exposed, so that way I can check and make sure that the toes aren't splitting because there's too much pressure being applied and that they're not cold, that the temperature isn't decreasing because of cutoff of circulation. So I think I'm finished. So that is how you apply a modified Robert Jones bandage to a dog.